Alrighty guys, so in this video, I'm going to be going over all of the PC features that we have for The Last of Us Part 1 PC version. And I'm going over these because there were some brand new ones that were announced about 3 hours ago. And I'm also going to cover the ones that were announced about a week ago. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So let's cover the ones that were announced last week, and I'm just going to read off the list here. So it supports 21:9 ultra wide and 32:9 super ultra wide monitors, and 21:9 is your average ultra wide monitor. I'll show a picture of one on screen, and 32:9 is your like mega ultra wide monitors. And I'll pop a picture up on screen of what this aspect ratio looks like. And I believe there's only one gaming monitor that has this kind of aspect ratio, and that's the Odyssey G9 by Samsung. But yeah, I think it's really cool that it supports that for the people that do have that kind of monitor, because that would be a really cool gaming experience. All right, but let's move on now. It supports NVIDIA DLSS, Super Resolution, and AMD FSR 2.2. And one of the new announcements, which I mean, I guess I'll cover it now because it kind of goes with this, but it also supports AMD FSR 2, which I don't know why that matters, because I feel like, I mean, obviously 2.2 is better, but maybe there's like some compatibility issue with some GPUs and FSR 2.2, so that's why they need the FSR 2. I'm not sure, but it supports that one too. We also have VSync and frame rate caps and uncapped frame rate. So I guess that means that there will be a way to cap your frame rate to like your monitor's refresh rate or whatever you want it to be in the game settings. And then we also have uncapped frame rates, which is one of the new announcements that they just announced about 3 hours ago. And then we also have 3D audio, which I'll be really interested to test out because I have some really awesome open back audiophile headphones that has awesome soundstage. So it'll be cool to see how that 3D audio works. And now this next feature is kind of a given for pretty much any PC game, but we will have the ability to change the graphic settings for the game, like texture quality, reflection, shadows, ambient occlusion, and a bunch more, which I mean, that's pretty much kind of expected for pretty much any PC game, but I mean, I thought I'd mention it anyway. And then this next feature is a really cool one for if you have a DualSense controller, because you can use a wired connection to get the haptic feedback and dynamic triggers even if you're playing on PC. And while it doesn't mention anything about a wireless connection, I'm assuming you can still use a wireless connection, just you won't have the haptic feedback and dynamic triggers. And then this next feature is kind of weird. I'm not really too sure what it means, so I'll just read off what the paragraph says here. It says you can also use other controllers to play the game with the option of full control remapping, which I'm assuming that means you can just remap the buttons to whatever you want. But it also says it has an adaptive mode that combines both keyboard and controller inputs. So I guess you could use both your keyboard and your controller at once, so I guess that's cool. All right, so that's all of the old features that were announced about a week ago. Let's cover the new ones now, and that is the inclusion of a speedrun and permadeath mode, which those are both kind of self-explanatory. With the speedrun mode, you'll have a like timer that I'm assuming will stop and start when you're going through cutscenes and when you pause the game and stuff like that. And the permadeath mode, I'm assuming it's just a hardcore mode for the game, where if you die, your playthrough's over, kind of like in hardcore Minecraft, you know. And I already mentioned the other two features that were announced, the unlocked frame rates and AMD FSR 2 support. But yeah, those are all of the PC features for The Last of Us Part 1 PC version. But yeah, I'm super excited to play this game. You know, I've watched other YouTubers play through it before, so I already know what happens in the story, but I'm just super excited to finally be able to play it on my own, because I've only ever played on PC, never any consoles. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.